Good evening, everyone. It's so great to be able to be in person. So I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Sharon Wedderburn, born and raised in Crown Heights, currently living in Crown Heights, and the only woman of the 5 people that are interested in succeeding Diana Richardson in the 43rd Assembly District. Here's why I'm coming to you, and here's why I'm stepping up. I've been involved, I've lived in Crown Heights and Prospect Heights. For the last 20 years, I have a documented history of serving the community, particularly interested in youth and education, right? Because we have to have a good beginning and opportunities for children to excel inside and outside of the classroom. I've worked on housing issues because we know there's an affordability issue within our community. And even though there's so-called affordable housing that's available, there's very little affordable ownership that's available. So within programs that have been created to create affordable housing, starts out in the state legislature. There's a little law called 421A that hasn't really worked that well. And I would like to be a part of the legislature because Kathy Hochul, our governor, said 421 doesn't work. She wanted to introduce a new code, 4425W, so we have the opportunity for affordable ownership. As many of you know, it's very expensive to buy a home in Crown Heights. It's very expensive to rent an apartment in Crown Heights. I have the benefit of having had parents in a time that bought a house, and that house now belongs to me. Many of my peers do not have that opportunity. And I look at my nieces who are young and have young families, and how do you rationalize them being able to live so far away from their family when you need help? Because anyone that has a young child, you need 2 pairs of extra hands, all right? You want your children to be safe. My mother, God rest her soul, she passed away last year. She was riding the subways until she was 90 years old by herself because she had to be independent. She had her business to take care of. But here's the thing. I would run into my mother or talk to my mother. Oh, I ran into Robert and Lorna, right? And you know, they were on their way, true story, changed the names, they were on their way to a Hanukkah party. And they, you know, they had a conversation and they talked. The next day, the husband calls me up. You know, I saw your mother last night, which the tone of voice indicates that he thought she was out in the streets a little bit too long, right? And she lives in the 71st precinct. Clearly, she felt safe in her own community. The largest measure of how we take care of our families is how we take care of the very young and how we take care of the seniors. Yeah. Additionally, I had a mishap. I recently broke my shoulder. Where did I go for treatment? Kings County Hospital. So saying a little bit about me, my name is Sharon Wedderburn. I have served the community. I am a child of Crown Heights. I am the child of immigrants. I am the only woman in the special election for the 43rd Assembly District, which will happen quite quickly. The election is March 22nd. Early voting, I'm sorry?
Early voting.
I was about to say early voting begins March 12th. I look forward to meeting you if you have any questions, and I would love to hear your concerns. Thank you.